squares application. This is where we're going to be looking at squares and looking for the areas, side lengths, and perimeter based on what we are given. So the first thing that we're going to look at is finding the area of specific problems. So for this section, for this slide, we're going to look at finding only the area given this information. The first thing I'm going to do is draw a square. Actually, it's going to come up on the screen. So here's a square, and if I'm giving you that the side lengths are 8 centimeters, I'm going to label the side lengths 8 centimeters. And if I want to know what the area is, looking at a square, the area is length times width, or side squared, which is 8 times 8, and that equals 64. So my answer would be 64 centimeters squared, because I'm talking about a two-dimensional figure, and it is the area. Here is the next example. What if I have a square with side lengths that are 6 inches? I have a square. I'm going to label the sides. And if the sides are 6 inches, then I know I can multiply 6 times 6 to get the area. 6 times 6 is 36. So my answer would be 36 inches squared. The last example we're going to do is side lengths of 0.05 units, or 5/100 units. And again, I want you to draw a square. We're going to do the same thing we've been doing to this one. Label the side lengths. Show multiplication. And then we would multiply. Of course, you can multiply in a regular form, but I know that 25 is going to be part of my answer because I have the 5 times 5. And then I say I have a 0 here. I have a 0 here. And then I have the decimal point. So that's a shortcut that you could use. So our answer is 0.0025 units squared. On the next slide, we're going to have 3 more examples. And this time, we're going to look for the side length and the perimeter. So here is example 1. And just like before, we're going to draw a square and put in the information that we're given. So all I've been given is that the area is 144 meters squared. So I know that if the area is 144, then the side lengths have to be 12. So I can label all those, because the square root of 144 is 12. So my side length, which I'm labeling side length, equals 12 meters. Notice we don't have the exponent 2 on meters because we're not talking about area. It's just a side length. So the next thing after side length is to find the perimeter. Remember, the perimeter is the distance around the square. And so for that, we could do 4 times whatever the side length is. And I know my side length is 12. So 4 times 12 is 48. So I know my perimeter is 48 meters. See if you can do the next example by yourself. An area of 49 units squared. So I have my square. I have 49 as the area, units squared. I know I have to take the square root of it to find the side length. So I know the square root of 49 is 7. So I can say that my side lengths are 7, and then my perimeter, you add all the 7s together, you get 28. Or if you multiply 4 times 7 because there's 4 sides, you would get 28 units as well. Here is example 3. So an area of 6,400. Let's draw our square. Let's label it. That is a 4. We would take the square root. We know it's going to have an 8 in it because of the 64. And then we only need 1 0. And so the side length would be 80. And then if you added up all 4 side lengths, or multiplied 4 times 80, you would get 320. So your side lengths are 80. Your perimeter is 320.